Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of mine. This time I'm going to be doing something a little different, and as you can tell by the title, this is information about the upcoming F1 2011 game made by Codemasters. The information I've got is from motorworldhype.com, and the guy who wrote this went to E3, and he went to the little Codemasters segment of that, and he got lots of screenshots for us, and I'll have them on a little slideshow in the background, including the cover of the game, and that's what it should look like. But yeah, so basically, Codemasters have put in a lot more features. They've added new looks, and they have somehow managed to get the game looking even better and with more dynamic weather effects. And what they've also done is they've added more realistic foliage around the tracks, current and accurate representations of each team's garages, faces of the mechanics and crew look more realistic, and they've also added the park firm, or something like that, celebrations after qualifying sessions and races. And yeah, so that's basically what they've done with the graphics and cinematics. They've also improved the handling, and so because what Codemasters did was they got a lot of feedback from F1 2010 players, and they have improved the handling so it's more realistic. So the example he's written here: if you see Vettel go over the curbs at turn 3 in Valencia, then you'll be able to go over the curbs there as well in the game, without having to worry about your car unexpectedly spinning out. So they've added a whole bunch of new features to assist the handling. One of the biggest points of this F1 2011 game is that they have added DRS and KERS. This will pretty much change the way that people drive, and Codemasters are hoping that this will give more wheel-to-wheel action and more closer battles, so to say. If you don't know what KERS is, it's basically like an electric charge that will make you go faster. That's the simplest way I can put it. And DRS, again, makes you go faster. But what he has written here is, however, just like in real life, players will only be able to use those features per FIA rules. No fantasy KERS boost for the entire race or using the DRS on the first lap. So they will stick true to the rules, and I'm not entirely sure how they will get the DRS spots, whether the FIA will allow them to use that. But yeah. Another thing is they have improved multiplayer. They have added a 2-player split screen mode in F1 2011. And they've said that most people own decent sized HD TVs these days, and so going split screen is a lot easier now. And they've also added a new feature called multiplayer co-op career mode. So basically, I'm not sure whether you can do this offline as well or only online. I'm guessing both, but you can have a co-op season. So you can play as, say, the number 1 driver, and your buddy can join in and play as the number 2 driver. So basically you can go through a whole season playing with another person, either online or offline. And they've also made it so that you can play it just the way that the FIA does. So you can play on Friday in real life for practice, and then on the next day, on Saturday, in real life, you can do qualifying, and then the race on Sunday. So that is a pretty nifty feature that they've added in. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the main points. They've also added new circuits, and so there will be 19 circuits in the F1 2011 season. I'm sorry if I pronounce these incorrectly, but what this says is players will be able to debut ahead of the drivers on the Buddha International Circuit, the home of the first Formula 1 Grand Prix of India. And they'll also be able to test themselves on the iconic Nürburgring, something like that, circuit for the first time in high definition, as this legendary track returns for the 2011 season. So that is also pretty cool. They've also added a new dynamic paddock season, new celebrations, cinematics, new pit lane, all of that, as I said before, and this will make you it will be more realistic, the game, basically. And another thing that they've said, which is interesting, is players progress from rookie to FIA Formula 1 Drivers' World Champion in an extensive career mode, where gamers fight to become priority driver and shape the development of the car by performing well in races and earning performance upgrades. I do not know whether this means that you will go through Formula 4, Formula 2, all that sort of stuff before you can actually play an F1. If they did do that, then that would add a whole new dynamic to the game, which would be pretty interesting. And the last thing that I want to talk about is full day / night racing. Basically, it's got dynamic weather, new atmospheric effects, and so they've completely redone the visuals, and there is a full day / night transition through one of the races. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, Abu Dhabi. So in Abu Dhabi, there is a transition from day to night. Okay, and so that pretty much just rounds it up. I hope you enjoyed this F1 2011 video. If you did, please like and comment. And I hope this gave you some information about the game that you didn't know of already. And so yeah, thanks for listening guys, and I'll see you guys next time.